My name is Macy, and I am 21 years old, so I was about 14 years old when Princess Academy came out. I was really excited when I saw this contest because this topic actually means a lot to me, so I'm going to just tell my story a little bit, and then I will tell my advice that I would have told myself a long time ago if I could. So my whole life I've been reading and writing. I can't remember a time before I could read. I taught my little sister to read before she was in school, and by kindergarten I was reading chapter books, and they had to bring them in special for me from the library. And in elementary school, my favorite subject was always writer's workshop. Like, I couldn't believe that we had a whole hour in school to just write stories. I couldn't believe that they allowed that. And as I grew up, I kept reading, and I read a lot of series of books. I was always a little kid with the giant book that she toted around everywhere, and my family teased me for it. I read lots of series, and I took something away from each series that I read, but until a friend recommended Shannon Hale's books, I had never been so enchanted by a style and her use of language, of writing, and I just found myself wanting to meet her characters and wishing I could visit the places that she described, and I was just I admired the undercurrent of courage and strength that just goes throughout all of her books, and I just remember thinking what a gift that was to be able to take other people on a journey like that, and I thought, I wish I could do that, I want to do that. And you would think that with all this happening I would have realized a long time ago that this was where my heart was, but I didn't. I went into high school under every assumption that I was going to become a doctor. I wasn't really pressured into it all. I just thought that was what I was supposed to do. It was just something I had always kind of thought I was going to do. And I planned everything in high school around it and went into college at the University of Nebraska as a pre-med student. And I didn't really like it. It wasn't that I didn't really like medicine. It was just I wasn't really passionate about it and could have done without. It wasn't until I had absolutely struggled through an entire year of science classes that I came to a kind of point of decision. And I remember sitting in the library at school one day just thinking, what on earth am I going to do? Because my grade in chemistry was not where it needed to be for the major. So it was kind of in that moment that I came to this realization that I didn't want to be a doctor, and more importantly, that I didn't have to be a doctor. And I went from there and had to go around and tell my friends and family that I was changing my plans, which was weird, and it wasn't because they didn't support me, it was just, again, coming from me of always thinking this is what I was supposed to do, and I didn't know what I was going to do otherwise. And I went and I changed my major, became an English major, and in about a year I'm going to graduate with a degree in Spanish and English with a focus on creative writing. And I am extremely excited, terrified, and really ready to start the next chapter of my life. So if I could look back and tell myself something when I was young, I would start with this quote that has become my favorite from Albert Einstein that says, if a fish is judged by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life thinking it's stupid. And I would just say, don't let yourself be that fish out of water. If you're going down a path and you don't want to be there, don't go that way. There's a better place for you. There's a place where you want to be, and then you already know what that place is. You just have to let yourself know that. And I would also say to myself, listen to your best friend when the two of you are talking about what you want to be when you grow up, because even if you can't see yourself clearly yet, she will see you, she can see you, and she will be right when she tells you what she thinks that you should do with your life. And what's most important is I would just say, everybody's going to always give you advice from all around you, and they're going to be smart people, and there are going to be people who don't know you, and there are going to be people who do know you, and you can listen to that, but you are the one who has to make the decision with what you're going to do, because you know more than everyone what you've been given and what inspires you and what you can use to inspire other people. I would also say, don't count yourself out of something if you haven't tried. You have no idea where you're going to be in 7 years. I still don't know where I'm going to be in another 7 years, but I'm excited to find out, and I know that no matter where I am, stories like Princess Academy and so many others that I've got to be a part of by reading are going to stay with me and have shaped the direction that I'm going in. So I just want to say thank you to authors like Shannon Hale who inspired me to get on the path that I'm on, and I hope that one day I can do the same for other people. Thanks.